Should I sell my house right now or wait until 2022? This question has been on everyone's mind. There are a lot of people connecting with us and asking us this. So I just decided to do a video because it is very important for you to understand what we can do to help you. Of course, it's your family. This is a big deal. So you want to make sure that you can find a house in Cary or in the Greater Triangle area without being homeless, even with a low inventory. So stay tuned. Hey, this is Joanna Nin with the Prosperous Agency. Welcome back and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm very happy you're here. With any questions or comments, please subscribe and let's dive right into the problem. The problem is this: you have been living in this house. Right now the market is insane. Google, all these big companies are coming to the Greater Triangle area and you're definitely thinking that it's time for you to move. Either you need more space or you need to downsize. One of each, but you do not know how to do this, right? There's absolutely no inventory, and most agents that you know are gonna say, well, we're not really sure how to help you. Well, a proactive agent can definitely help. And by the way, I do have videos on, I have a whole playlist that I created for you on YouTube with how to buy a house. So the process is there. If you're not familiar, maybe you've been in your house for 20 years and you do not know how things are happening right now, it's all there. So just click on any video that I have there for you and you can find out, or just connect with me and we can walk you through everything. So that being said, you want to exit. You want to net as much money from your sale, which is understandable, especially if you have a lot of cash. You can just take your cash and you can pay cash for the new property, or if you want to get a loan, the interest rates are still very low. And keep in mind, we are hearing that 2022 is going to bring higher rates. Now, absolutely nobody knows what's going to happen in 2022 because the new variant is here. Things are still kind of confusing and there's a lot of delays with everything. So the reality that we live in is that everything can fluctuate from day to day. However, as a real estate agent, if you would like to hire me to sell your property and help you find something, I need to come up with some strategies. How do we do it to where you're not stressed out? You have a family, you could have pets, there's a lot happening in your life, you have a job, so things are not easy, right? So you need to make sure that you are taking everything step by step, and you, first of all, have a very well-determined need list, as in, I need to have this in the house. Why am I saying this? Because with the way we can help you, having clarity is very important. One very important thing to keep in mind is that an agent that will only look in the MLS and wait for a house to potentially show up is definitely not a good choice for you. So what do? We can actually, one, create ads for you on Facebook, social media. Let's say that you want to move in Berkeley, or let's say that you want to go to Preston. Say, Joanna, we really like that neighborhood. Maybe we really want to be in that school, or you know what, I just want to play golf, or you know what, I want to be able to be 2 minutes from the hospital. So you have specific needs, and we can definitely help you with specific ads on Facebook, social media, so we are proactive. In other words, we're spending money from our pocket before we even got you under contract on your current listing. Before anything else, we're looking at homes and we're trying to determine what is it that you need so that we can be very specific with our ads, okay? So what's happening? We are going to list your home because I'm assuming that you need to sell your house in order to buy another house. So if that's the case, then we're going to go in, bring in the staging, bring in the photographer, do the videos, do all of the marketing that you pay us for, and in the meantime, we're going to work on the second part, which is your purchase, right? So let's say you are under contract. So the first thing that we can do is the ideal home comes on the market while we are under contract on your house. Now, how do we do this? First of all, before we go under contract on your current home, we only go under contract with buyers that are open to allowing you to stay in the house for a long period of time. So We can do a seller possession after closing, but that's for a very limited amount of time. However, we need to let the buyers know and the buyer's agent know that you as a seller need to stay in the property for maybe a month, maybe more than that, 90 days. So we need to make sure that the buyers understand and negotiate that up front, right? Only then are we going to list your home properly and go under contract with someone. Let's say, like I said, we are under contract with those buyers. They already have given you the 60 days, the 90 days, whatever the situation is, and we find another property. At that point, we can do two things. Either we're not gonna do anything about that house because you need to have the money from your sale and you're very stressed about that. And your buyers can walk away for any or no reason as well. Or, right, either we wait or we go under contract with that specific property with a contingency, right? We're saying, Mr. Home Seller, here's a lot of due diligence money, here's an amazing price on your house, we are under contract on our current home, and then we're going to add other contingencies so that they know that we're not going to buy their home unless this buyer that we're under contract with is going to close with us and there's not gonna be any issues, right? Long story short, there are several ways to go about this, but you just need to take everything step by step. Of course, you do not want to buy a house just to buy a house. That's not the point, and nobody wants to do that. We want to make sure that you're going to buy a house that you like. Maybe it's your forever home. Maybe it's a home that has an office. Maybe it's a home that has an in-law suite for your in-laws, for your family that comes over. So we need to make sure we're going to find everything. But before we find the house of your dreams, we need to have everything prepared ahead of time, right? So there's a lot of strategies. Again, I have other videos on YouTube and the playlist is there that you can click on, and you can call me anytime. You can connect with me and say, Ioana, I don't understand how we can do this. How much due diligence money do I have to offer? How much earnest money do I have to offer? What is this contingency about? How can we do this to where legally maybe we can close in the same day? We are under contract right now with several home sellers that are in your situation. They've listened to what we've advised them to do. They did the improvement in the house. Pictures look great. We got under contract in the coming soon status even. So we found them a house. We knew before we listed their house, where do they want to be? They want to be in Cary. They have children. They care about the greenways. They care about the schools. They care about the proximity to work. So all of these things come in play. And once we know everything, things can go very smoothly. So do you have to wait till 2022 to buy a house? No, definitely you do not have to wait unless you're scared and you do not work with a company that knows how to look for your best interest. Again, rates can increase. Do you want your rate to be higher if you're not going to pay cash? Do you think your house is going to appreciate much more? Yes. And a lot of people, true, but a lot of people say, we're gonna wait till spring. How is the market in the spring? The market is great in spring. Everyone knows this. But who is looking to buy a home in winter? The ones that are motivated. And who is looking to sell their home in winter? Also the ones that have very deep reason and they're not afraid, or they don't have any issues with selling for Christmas or Thanksgiving or New Year, because they have the intentionality of catching the rates while they're low, and they're not really gonna wait for the spring market. Because remember, as a home buyer on your end, in the spring market, you're also going to have more competition. So it's definitely a catch-22 situation where you have to analyze with us, what is it that works best for your family? What causes the highest stress? Where are you financially? Can you wait? Would you like to stay? Do you have family coming in town? We are not only focusing on the numbers, we're focusing on the general idea, the general picture. And again, remember, on our end, we're not being paid until the deal is closed. Both of the deals are closed. So if we advise you to take advantage of the market, to take advantage of the low rates, to take advantage of our expertise, it would be great if we could meet, if we can go through the numbers, through the stats, to look at the areas that you're interested in moving to, and then determining what is the best strategy. With that in mind, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's the playlist, everything is there for you. We do post new videos every week. We are in Cary, so we can meet in person or we can have a Zoom call. If you are someone that's considering relocating here to the area, we would be more than happy to assist you. And by the way, we might have a seller that is thinking about selling. Again, a lot of off markets. We deal with a lot of home buyers and home sellers. We find a lot of off-market properties, and we're very proactive in creating great marketing content and marketing material for our sellers to find properties that are not in the MLS. So make sure you connect with me. My information is right there. Subscribe, comment. Thank you again for watching, and have a beautiful rest of your day.